Hello, I'm Mike Uttley from Hypnotherapy. I've been a hypnotherapist for just over 14 years now, and I came into hypnotherapy after an accident, a motorbike accident, where I broke my neck and my back and ended up with a paralysed right hand. I was in the Royal Navy at the time, and of course, being with a paralysed right hand, I was sort of no good to them. I couldn't do my job, so I was eventually invalided out of the Navy, and I found myself as a civilian struggling really. I was carrying my paralysed hand around like it was a little baby. I was very protective of it because it's very sensitive, it doesn't function properly, and it hasn't improved over the years, but I've got used to having that, and that's fine. But I sank and I went down into depression and anxiety. I was having panic attacks. I went to the doctor, I was prescribed Valium, and then I was prescribed Librium, and they spaced me out. I didn't feel right, it didn't help at all. And I knew I had to do something different. So I sought out a hypnotherapist in Plymouth, and it was a long time ago now, I was 20 years old. I saw this man for 6 sessions, and each session I felt a little bit better. I started to reconnect with life. I was able to cope more comfortably. It didn't solve all my problems, as it wouldn't, because I'd had a life-changing accident, and I was on a different adventure then. But it really did help me. And it also sowed the seed for me to become a hypnotherapist. And when I was 56, I was in a position where I could actually retrain and become a hypnotherapist, which I did. And I was so pleased that I'd done that. It's made a difference to my life, and I like to think that it's made a difference to a lot of my clients' lives as well. I also had hypnotherapy 36 years ago, and I was a smoker. I'd smoked for 20 years. I was a photographer rushing around all over the place taking photographs. We all drank too much. We all smoked too much. It was journalism. That's the way it was. And I went into a hypnotherapist 3 doors away from my office in Exeter, in Queen Street. And I sat down with 2 complete strangers who were also having hypnotherapy with me. And I walked out of there 45 minutes later, having been a smoker for 20 years, smoking at least 20 cigarettes a day. And I never smoked since. And I thought, wow, that's quite magical, isn't it, really? And that actually clinched it for me. I thought, one day I'm definitely going to retrain, I'm going to do this. And circumstances eventually allowed it, and I retrained, I became a hypnotherapist, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done in my life, it really has. Now I see people for all sorts of different issues, anxiety related mainly. In fact, I'd say anxiety is 95% of the work I do. Smoking, other bad habits, drinking too much, all sorts of different things, eating too much. That people see me, they want to lose weight, they want to feel better about themselves. Because a lot of people don't have a good view of themselves, they don't seem to like themselves. And hypnotherapy really can help you with that. So if there's anything at all that you'd like to change in your life that I might be able to help you with, please get in touch with me. You can phone me 07960 778 605, or you can fill in the contact form on my website or send me a text message on that number. I'd be really pleased to answer any questions you might have, and I'd be very pleased to help you. Now I see people of all ages. The youngest I think I saw was a 6-year-old child, and that was successful. And that was 1 or possibly 2 sessions, I can't remember, it was a long time ago. But I see children, I see all sorts of people. Some like to come and see me regularly, but they don't have to usually. Half a dozen sessions for anxiety, sometimes a few more, but it's not something you have to keep on doing week after week after week for years on end. It actually gets you to where you want to be much more quickly than other talking therapies. And it uses a combination really of CBT and solution-focused therapy, but primarily it is solution-focused. That's how we work. We want to move you into possibility land, get you to feel that you can do things, that it's not going to stay the way it was, you're going to do something different, you're going to get better. So I'd be very pleased if you get in touch with me. It's quite good fun, it's relaxed. My office is a bit untidy, but it's all quite informal, it's quite nice, it's okay. It works for me, and I'm hoping that if you come to see me that it works for you too. Thanks very much for taking the time to look at my website. Bye.